just adopted a kitten, and now you're dealing with bites, messes, and a bunch of behavior you totally weren't expecting? Is your kitty climbing the curtains, biting your fingers, or peeing outside the litter box? Or maybe it feels like they're just not listening, even when you're trying to teach them with all the love in the world. Don't worry, this is way more common than you think. The truth is, there are some super simple things you can do that can totally change how your kitten behaves and how they bond with you. In this video, we'll show you how to turn this chaotic phase into a calm, balanced, and loving relationship. Stick around till the end and find out what to do. Understand your kitten's behavior. Before you even think about training, it's super important to understand how a kitten's mind works. Kittens are babies, and just like any baby, they're discovering the world for the very first time. Everything is new: smells, sounds, objects, people, spaces. They're not born knowing what's okay and what's not. Jumping on the table, scratching the couch, biting your hand during play for them, it's all part of learning. And that's where you come in, to gently and consistently teach them boundaries. Another key thing: cats learn differently than dogs. They're not trying to please you like dogs do. Cats learn through association and repetition. That means they'll repeat what feels good and avoid what feels bad, but only if it makes sense to them. For example, if you yell every time they jump on the counter, they might jump down, but they won't understand why. And chances are, they'll do it again when you're not around. But if you redirect that behavior to something more fun, like a shelf or a safe window perch, they'll probably choose that instead, because now they've got a better option. Also, every kitten has their own personality. Some are chill and observant. Others are super hyper and curious. There's no one-size-fits-all way to train them. You've got to watch how your kitten behaves and adjust your approach to fit their style. So the first step to raising a well-behaved kitten? Realize they're not being stubborn or naughty. They're just learning. And the one teaching them this brand new world is you. What you should never do. Now that you're starting to understand your kitten's behavior better, it's super important to know what you should never do when trying to train them. A lot of pet parents, even with the best intentions, end up doing things that actually hurt their bond with the kitten. One of the most common mistakes? Yelling when the kitten does something wrong. What feels like a scolding to us feels like a threat to them. Cats have super sensitive hearing, and loud noises equals danger. It doesn't teach them anything. It just makes them scared of you. Another big one is spraying water or using loud noises to scare them. Sure, it might stop the behavior in the moment, but all it really teaches is that you are scary. They're not learning what's wrong. They're just reacting out of fear. And fear damages trust. Also, never ever rub your kitten's nose in pee or poop if they go outside the litter box. That's not discipline, it's cruel. Cats don't make that connection. What they feel is betrayal from someone they trusted, and that can cause serious emotional trauma. Locking your cat in a room as punishment? Also a no-go. You might think you're teaching a lesson, but your cat just feels abandoned and confused. They don't understand why they're being isolated. They just feel stressed and anxious. And finally, never use physical force. Pushing, hitting, grabbing, it's not okay. It causes pain, fear, and defensive behavior like scratching or biting. Cats don't learn through pain or fear. They learn through repetition, positive associations, and the environment you create. If you want your kitten to respect you, you need to be a safe space, not a threat. Good training starts with empathy. Instead of punishing, teach calmly, show the right path, and offer better options. That's how your kitten will grow up trusting you and becoming a happy, balanced companion. How to litter train your kitten. One of the biggest concerns for new kitten parents is litter box training. The good news? Cats are naturally wired to bury their waste. Most of the time, they'll figure it out on their own, as long as you set up the right environment. First thing, location matters. The litter box should be in a quiet spot, far from where your kitten eats and drinks. Cats are super clean, and if the box is too close to their food, they might just avoid it. It also needs to be easy to access, no tall sides or tricky spots, especially for tiny kittens. Keep it visible and open, not hidden behind furniture or doors. The type of litter makes a difference too. Go for something fine and unscented, similar to natural dirt. Strong perfumes might smell nice to us, but they can be overwhelming for a cat's sensitive nose. If your kitten is still learning, take them to the box right after meals or naps. Those are the times they're most likely to need it. If they go outside the box, don't scold them. Just clean the area well with vinegar or an enzyme cleaner to remove the scent, and gently guide them back to the box. Keep the box clean. Cats hate dirty litter. If it's full, they'll look for another spot. Scoop at least once a day and change the litter regularly depending on the type. If you have more than one cat, the rule is 1 box per cat plus 1 extra. That helps avoid territorial issues and accidents. And most importantly, be patient. Every kitten learns at their own pace. Some get it right away, others take a few days. But with consistency, the right setup, and lots of love, they'll get it. Litter training is actually one of the easiest parts of raising a kitten, as long as you respect their instincts and help turn them into habits. How to handle biting and scratching. It's super common for kitten parents to worry about biting and scratching during playtime. But don't stress, it's not aggression or bad behavior. It's actually totally natural. Kittens use their teeth and claws to explore and interact, especially if they were separated from their mom and siblings too early. In a litter, they learn bite control by playing with their siblings. If they bite too hard, they get a loud meow or a quick reaction. That's how they learn. When a kitten grows up with humans, we have to teach those boundaries. Rule number 1, never play with your hands. If you use your fingers as toys, your kitten will think biting them is part of the fun. Always use proper toys, wand toys, balls, plush mice, anything safe they can chase, pounce on, and bite. If your kitten bites you during play, stop the interaction immediately. Don't yell, don't push, don't hit. Just pause and walk away for a few seconds. That teaches them. If they get too rough, the fun stops. And since they love to play, they'll start to control their bite. If your kitten is scratching furniture or attacking your feet, it might be a sign of pent-up energy. Kittens have tons of energy and need both physical and mental stimulation. Try to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes a day on active play. It's not just fun, it's part of their training. With time, patience, and the right kind of play, your kitten will learn to control their impulses and interact with you in a safe, loving way. Trust me, the kitten that bites today can grow into a sweet, balanced, and affectionate adult. It all depends on how you guide them. Stimulation, boundaries, and what to do when your kitten doesn't listen. Training a kitten isn't just about correcting bad behavior. The real secret is preventing unwanted behavior by creating a fun, engaging environment. That's what we call environmental enrichment. Cats need to climb, hunt, and explore. If you don't give them outlets, they'll find their own, like scratching the couch, jumping on the sink, or zooming around at 3 a.m. Scratching posts, interactive toys, shelves, and cozy hideouts are great tools to channel that energy the right way. And when it comes to setting boundaries, do it gently. If your kitten climbs somewhere they shouldn't, don't yell or push. Just move them to a spot where it's okay and praise them when they use it. With repetition and consistency, they'll learn what's allowed. Training a kitten might feel overwhelming at first, but with patience, love, and the right strategies, it gets easier and even fun. The key is to understand how they think, respect their instincts, and build a routine based on positive reinforcement and trust. Remember, what seems like bad behavior today is actually a chance to teach, build your bond, and help your kitten grow into a confident, happy cat. And if you've made it this far, it means you truly care about your kitten's well-being, and that already makes you an amazing pet parent. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. We've got lots of great tips on the way, always clear, practical, and full of love for your furry friend. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.